India is embarking on a significant strategic shift. This shift concerns the development of its next-generation fighter jets. For many years, India relied heavily on established defense partners. These partners often included Russia, and more recently the United States. However, the global landscape is changing rapidly. New geopolitical realities are emerging. India recognizes the need to adapt its defense procurement and development strategies. The nation is now actively seeking new allies. This move is not merely about acquiring new military hardware, it represents a deeper transformation in India's defense policy. The goal is to enhance indigenous capabilities significantly. India aims to reduce its dependence on foreign suppliers for critical defense technologies. The development of next-generation fighter jets is a cornerstone of this new policy. It signals India's determination to become a major player in advanced aerospace technology. This path is challenging but essential for India's long-term strategic objectives. Modern air combat requires sophisticated technologies like stealth, advanced avionics, and network-centric capabilities. Collaborating with multiple technologically advanced nations can provide access to a wider range of expertise. This strategic pivot is expected to have profound implications for India's defense capabilities. The Indian Air Force currently faces several pressing challenges. One of the most significant is the declining number of fighter squadrons. The authorized strength is 42 squadrons, but the actual number is considerably lower. This shortfall directly impacts the IAF's ability to effectively manage a potential two-front conflict scenario. The aging fleet of Soviet-era aircraft, such as MiG-21S, further exacerbates this problem. These older aircraft are becoming increasingly difficult and costly to maintain. They also lack the advanced capabilities required in modern aerial combat environments. Phasing out these obsolete platforms is a priority for the IAF. However, the induction rate of new aircraft has not kept pace with retirements. This has created a capability gap that needs to be addressed urgently. The delays in indigenous programs, like the Tejas light combat aircraft, have contributed to this situation. The IAF requires a balanced mix of aircraft, including single-engine and twin-engine fighters, to meet its diverse operational requirements across varied terrains. Geopolitical tensions in India's neighborhood add another layer of complexity. The need for next-generation fighter jets is therefore paramount. The global geopolitical landscape is undergoing a profound transformation. This transformation is a key driver behind India's strategic recalibration in defense. The rise of new power centers and the shifting dynamics between major global players are creating a more multipolar world. In this environment, relying too heavily on a single nation or bloc for defense needs can be risky. India has historically maintained a policy of strategic autonomy. This policy emphasizes independent decision-making in foreign and defense matters. Diversifying its defense partnerships is a natural extension of this long-standing principle. Tensions in the Indo-Pacific region are a major factor influencing India's decisions. China's growing military might and its expansionist activities in the South China Sea and along the Indian border are significant concerns. These actions have prompted India to strengthen its own defense capabilities and seek closer security cooperation with like-minded countries. A modern air force is a critical component of India's deterrence strategy in this context. India's reliance on a few key nations for defense is changing. For decades, Russia was the primary supplier of military hardware to India. However, the geopolitical landscape has evolved. The need for diversification is apparent. Over-reliance on a single supplier carries risks like supply chain disruptions and geopolitical pressures. The US has become a significant defense partner for India. This partnership has grown in areas like transport aircraft and maritime surveillance. India is keen to broaden its options for greater flexibility. New allies like the UK, France, and Japan are part of this strategic shift. Section 5. New horizons with European allies UK and France. India is actively strengthening its defense ties with key European nations, notably the United Kingdom and France. These countries possess advanced aerospace industries and a wealth of experience in developing cutting-edge fighter jet technologies. Collaboration with the UK is gaining momentum. Both nations have expressed a strong interest in co-developing future combat air systems. The UK's Tempest program, a sixth-generation fighter jet project, offers potential avenues for Indian participation. Such collaboration could involve joint research, development, and manufacturing, providing India with access to niche technologies. France has been a reliable defense partner for India for many years. The acquisition of Rafale fighter jets is a testament to this strong relationship. Building on this foundation, India and France are exploring deeper cooperation in aerospace. This includes potential collaboration on engines for India's indigenous fighter programs, such as the AMCA, or Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. French companies like Safran have world-leading expertise in aero engine technology. A partnership in this critical area could significantly boost India's efforts to develop its own advanced jet engines. Section 6. The Pacific Connection engaging with Japan. India's outreach for next-generation fighter jet technology also extends to the east, with Japan emerging as a potential partner. Japan, like India, faces a complex security environment in the Indo-Pacific. It has its own advanced aerospace industry and is developing its next-generation fighter, the FX program. While direct collaboration on a joint fighter aircraft might be a long-term prospect, there are several areas where India and Japan can cooperate. This cooperation can be mutually beneficial, leveraging Japan's technological prowess and India's growing industrial base. One key area for potential collaboration is advanced materials and manufacturing processes. Japan is a leader in composite materials, which are crucial for building lightweight and stealthy airframes. Sharing expertise in this domain could significantly aid India's AMCA program. Furthermore, Japan has considerable experience in precision engineering and quality control, essential aspects of aerospace manufacturing. Joint ventures or technology sharing agreements in these areas could help Indian companies upgrade their capabilities. This would enable them to meet the stringent requirements of modern fighter jet production. Section 7. AMCA, spearheading India's fighter jet aspirations. The Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft (AMCA) program is at the heart of India's ambition for self-reliance in air power. This indigenous fifth-generation fighter jet is being designed and developed by the Aeronautical Development Agency, ADA, and will be manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, CHAL. The AMCA aims to be a twin-engine stealth multi-role fighter. It is intended to replace aging aircraft like the Jaguar and Mirage 2000 in the IAF's inventory. The program's goals are ambitious: to deliver an aircraft that is contemporary with, or even superior to, other fifth-generation fighters globally. The AMCA is envisioned to incorporate a range of advanced technologies. These include stealth features to reduce radar cross-section, supercruise capability, supersonic flight without afterburners, and advanced sensor fusion. It will also feature an advanced active electronically scanned array, AESA radar, a sophisticated electronic warfare suite, and network-centric warfare capabilities. The aircraft is planned in two variants: an initial version, Mark 1, with an existing foreign engine, and a more advanced version, Mark II, with a more powerful, indigenously developed engine. This phased approach allows for quicker development while pursuing long-term engine self-sufficiency. Section 8. The role of India's private sector in defense modernization. India's push for self-reliance in defense, particularly in complex projects like the AMCA, heavily involves the nation's private sector. For many years, defense production in India was predominantly the domain of state-owned enterprises. However, the government has recognized the immense potential of private industry. It is now actively encouraging private sector participation through various policy initiatives. These initiatives aim to create a more dynamic and competitive defense industrial base. This includes streamlining procurement processes, promoting indigenous design and development, and facilitating technology transfer. Private companies are expected to play a crucial role in the AMCA program and other defense modernization efforts. Their involvement can range from supplying components and subsystems to participating in research and development. Many Indian private firms have already developed significant capabilities in areas like precision engineering, electronics, software development, and materials technology. Section 9. India's ascendant role, future defense, and global standing. India's strategic shift in developing next-generation fighter jets has profound implications. This move signifies India's ambition to become a major defense power. By investing in indigenous capabilities like the AMCA, India is laying the groundwork for a self-reliant defense posture. This will enhance its ability to protect its national interests independently. A modernized air force will provide a credible deterrent against regional threats. This strategic pivot will elevate India's geopolitical standing.